What's up, everybody? Welcome to my live stream here. It's Sunday on lichess and Twitch. This is our simul that we do every week. I just saw Arsenal fan just subscribed. Arsenal, thank you so much for being a subscriber. We enjoy having you as a regular here on the stream. Thanks to Mr. Coffee for being our new moderator. The other one, I don't remember his name anymore. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Simul Day, 25 players. We will host a new Simul now. Whew. You're welcome, Arsenal fan. Greetings to Mr. Coffee, HTFP, James, Asturbates here, Bob. Who else? Someone on sound is here. Great to see him. I know that he's not here that often lately due to work engagements. Merle Dixon. Thanks to all of you guys. Thanks to everybody for supporting the stream. Jim, 1,100 bits this week. Dragon BC 500. Merle with 311. Fishrat, Cal, Warnaki, and Rufus and Doofus. This is our last chance for bit donations for the week, guys. Let's see somebody else crack the green level. Give Jim a run for his money this week. All right. Merle Dixon with 200 plus 20. Plows into second place with 531 bits donated this week. Man, I forgot my ice pack. I didn't think I needed it, but I've been running around the last couple of minutes, getting everything ready at the last minute for the simul, putting the finishing touches on this event. All right, we are ready to go. So, again, thanks, Mr. Coffee, for stepping in as a moderator. Nasty surprise doing banking at work. 20 pounds down. Nice. Obviously, you've got a heavy finger or something. Is that a light finger? All right. Light fingers. It's all you. Own it, Arsenal fan. All right, guys. What do we have for members of the stream who are subscribers? Get first chance to play in the simul. James, Jim, Merle. Parmenides is usually a subscriber. I'm going to trust him on that. Save a Dog, someone on sound. Murales, Arsenal fan, just subscribed. Dragon B. I may have to get my, I think I'm going to have to get it, guys. Just a second. My ice pack. We are about to get underway. The ice pack cometh. You guys have heard of the Iceman cometh. Is that it? The ice pack. So hot. It's just very humid here. I'm sure it's worse in many other places. Hungry Dog? Hungry Dog. I can't remember if Hungry Dog's like a subscriber. Bill 2WK just subscribed. Bill 2WK, you're Bisanov. All right, awesome. A subscriber who's just jumping in the simul. A new subscriber who just jumped in the simul. That's awesome. Fuzzy Logic's played before. Is Hungry Dog a subscriber? I don't remember. Okay, so far we've got 10 players who are subscribers in the simul. 25 players altogether I'm going to be taking. All right, so we're going to get this underway as soon as possible. The simul lasts about 2.5 hours. Keep in mind, possibly as long as 3 hours. So please don't enter. Hungry Dog is a good guy. Is he related to the other dog? We have another dog. Whew, it's hot in here. All right. Okay, we're going to get some more players in here. Whatever it takes. Thanks, guys, for supporting the stream. Someone on sound? Nephew Dog. Nephew Dog, I think Nephew Dog's angry at me for calling him Nephew Dog. Takes it very personally. Mr. Coffee, I guess you're not playing. Are you driving? It's Sunday, right? Thai move. We're going to grab these guys. Day is a subscriber now. Thai move. Maybe not a subscriber, but he's been around. That player I've noticed before has been on my stream quite a bit. Donatello lately. That's 14. If you come and frequent my stream, I'm more likely to accept you into my simuls and my life. Just kidding, guys. Alright, we need 25 players. The final category of players is new players who, you know, we don't know at all. And I like to take some of those once in a while. Capri-Sun played like a Grandmaster last time. I don't think I'm going to want to play somebody like that. Bartulian, was it Capri-Sun who played like a Grandmaster? I can't remember now. Hungry Dog, yeah, we'll take him. That's 15. We need 10 more. You beat the Dorset Blitz champion in a correspondence game in 18 moves. Something strange about that, but I give you credit. Acerbate's here. I knew Acerbate was missing. Okay. Carl 5. Carl's Jr. I joked about that. Carl Jr. It's Carl's Jr. That's like a hamburger chain. Alright, Carl 5. Psychopath King from Colombia. No, that's Venezuela, sorry. Flags are very similar. Plus they're neighbors. He's busy. Tarke. 1761. 1860. Just checking if you guys have enough games. If you do play in the Simul, guys, no computers, no opening book. And please stay for the whole game. I had a few people drop out, you know, really early into the games, which just leaves us without an opponent, basically. Alright, we've got now 18. Is my stream up and running on lichess? Usually I get more supplicants. Mule Skinner. Get in the list, man. Skin some mules. Alright, we're just taking entries here. I've got 7 places left. Mule Skinner is a longtime supporter. One of our most frequently played opponents. Asterbate, this is our 100th game. Actually, where's Bob? Bob, are you in the list? Are you sidestepping this simul? I didn't see you there, Bob. This is Asterbate's 100th game, guys. You get a pat on the back. Good 40%. We played once before, right? That was a cool game last time with him. Jim just gifted a tier 1 sub to Mule Skinner. He's gifted 11 subs on the channel. Alright. This is my ice pack, guys. I forgot my Kwang Liam towel. So I read about the Rouse's scandal. And, you know, at first when you guys told me about it, I didn't know if it was like as blatant as it all is. But even one of my Hungarian Grandmaster friends was like making a meme out of like sending his friends a bathroom photo of him like playing, you know, on the toilet with the computer. It's kind of funny. Sebe Attila was circulating a photo of himself in the bathroom playing with his 2 mods. Infinite Flash Chess is here. Sure, now he shows up. Alright. Bob Sack, that's 21. Now we need 4 more players. Jonathan Maxwell, 2008. Let's check this out. That's not part of his name, 2008. He has Blitz games. Psychopath King. He's too busy playing bullet chess. Bartulian. Bartolo. Okay, a bunch of new players. Have we played this player before? Hernan. Why didn't I accept Psychopath King? Because he's playing bullet. Don't touch my rooks. Why didn't I accept them? They have enough games. All right, I've been discriminating against Don't Touch My Rooks. And then Hernan. Just enough games. So he's gone. He's gone, guys. We have 24. Usually we have more players interested in playing. One last spot open. Death match for mod. For the senior mod position. Guys, thanks for subscriptions. Please don't forget to donate, support the stream. You can also click on the Panda GIF on Twitch or just the link to PayPal to make a direct donation. Donations really help to keep the stream supported and help to keep me doing this. So, all right. Chat pause due to scroll. Can one mod block another mod? That's an interesting question. Somehow, unsound. How now? Somewhat unsound. Luana, if you want to play, I'll let you play. I've got one last place. All right, we'll give Luana one more chance. All right, let's start. 25 players. I'm going. Ooh, it's so hot in here. All right, welcome everybody to the stream. I'm playing 25 players simultaneously. Ooh, 2100. He was tough. He drew last time. Let's keep it solid. I sounded skeptical about your victory, by the way. You think he sandbagged? You sounded skeptical about my victory, by the way. You think he sandbagged. Wait, what are you talking about? Sorry? Yeah, there's some weird streaks around here. You get white or black a lot of times in a row. Mr. Coffee, again, thanks for your help. Oh, no. I just thought it was funny, like, the correspondence against the Blitz player, you know? It's kind of like a different time control. Don't touch my rooks. Did I play the Carol Khan against this player last time? Went to the beach today for the second time this year. Little bit of sunburn, working on the tan. I'm not very tannable. Pretty white dude. Takes a lot of beach time for me. Oh, so this is your friend who's 190 ACF, I see. Whew. It is hot, man, in here. There was a time when it did not matter who went first, white or black. Asterbate, what are you talking about? When was that time? You think like in the old days? The romantic era? Nobody cared? Does anybody know when there will be a stream where we analyze games? Wasero, I do that on Thursdays with subscriber games. Bob interprets it that meaning that historically white didn't necessarily go first. Interesting concept. Let's see if Asterbate can confirm that's what he meant. All right, James. I don't know why I played B6 there. Something different. I try to play all different openings within my various possibilities that I'm capable of. Grammatically correct sentence there, but anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say. I try to play different things that I vaguely know to try to mix it up. I guess I can check my bank account, see if I got a paycheck for a certain transaction. If you become a subscriber, you can submit a game for the Thursday analysis stream. Play the Nimzo Larson. Warnocky, did you make me do that last week too? I played a game with B3. Wasn't that hot? 5 minutes. I think the hot coffee's gotta be put on pause. It's the hot coffee. I'm like doing this to myself. I really need to get some iced coffee going on. All right. Asterbate. Let's go with the Scandinavian. I never play the Scandinavian against Asterbate. That's 2 Scandinavians in one day. We can't be playing the Sicilian against someone on sound anymore. So bored of that whatever it is, Mora Gambit thing. An amplifier. You got like the tricked out car there. Bob. Jim. Warnaki still wants a Dutch. And then what is it with your A5 obsession, man? That's really crazy. We do H5 here with the Ponda. Ponda prefers H5. Merle Dixon is a very dangerous character. Guys, again, please support the stream. Also, check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, where I do upload all the reruns. I don't do reruns on Twitch. It's kind of cheap. When a man is bored of the Mora Gambit, that I am. Obviously, it's a sign that it's just the best opening in the world. I'm just making excuses. No, the truth is, someone on sound that you know it well, and I would prefer to get you in a territory where you're not familiar or less familiar. I have an even bigger edge. Bishop b4. I don't know what Arsenal fan is talking about. Alexa was moved to another room. I hope she can't hear me from the other room. But I could use my Alexa app on my phone, I guess, to call Alexa. Morales playing the Bishop's opening. Hungary dog. Not really from Hungary. Another b3. Oh yeah, good point, Arsenal fan. He plays the Goring Gambit or whatever as well. Goring Gambit, Scotch Gambit, Danish, all that. Pretty much the same thing. Now Bob's getting main line. Nice. We get a real Dutch here with c4. 2,900 players. Save a dog with his English. All right. H5, anyone? Okay. Yeah, we probably set off a lot of Alexas. Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. Setting off everyone's Alexas. You could like set the world crazy or something. H5. That move's been played by 2,600 plus players. Alright. The refutation of G3. The Goring Gambit and the Scotch are slightly different. I never get the moment's peace for this, like, banning this guy because he was cheating. It wasn't just because he played H5. Anyway, it's a long story. I'm not going to go back into it. He was cheating for a long time. We're not going to rehash it. Okay. Knight c3, he responded to my knight c6. Nice. Now what am I going to do? Man. Did we go over this with Tobias? Spectacular Camel. Don't remember what we came up with here. I guess just this. Prevented d5. Warnaki, You're talking about online, right? Not a real over-the-board tournament, correct? I'm going to have to move the fan in here if it gets any hotter. I don't know. I'm beginning to have this strange conspiracy theory that Brittany Zamora is one of the regulars on the stream. It's just here too often. It's like here almost every single time I do a stream. I don't know whose suspicion would fall on. Anyway. Alright, knight c3. I like the Korchnoi approach. But Warnaki, congratulations for your first win against 1500 plus. Nice job. We got a Sicilian. Allegations have been you would never be one of the prime suspects, Bob. You never. Allegations. Korchnoi used to get angry anytime he lost. But I can imagine him freaking out if he lost to a woman. Minorities as well. D4. Alright. What are we doing here? We're playing knight f6, I guess. Yeah, I think it's all... Bob's exposing himself now. Wasero, the accusations against Anna Rudolph were by this guy who's just like kind of the scum of the earth. He tries to flag people with like rook against rook in online blitz games with no pawns left on the board. Just a disgusting human being. That was all just ridiculous. Alright, so we play knight takes e4. Or what? We just transpose. D4. We got two of the same. Mule Skinner? No, that was Morales, right? Or was that Mule? I'm getting confused. Mule Skinner, actually. Everybody's trying to play the... What's it called? The Urasov Gambit against me, it looks like. Funnily. We're not sure that funnily is a word. But we all want it to be, Arsenal fan. I think that everybody in this room is in agreement that we want that to be a word. And none of us are really sure if it is or not. C4, C6. What are we going to do? Ilskitter is dredging up old anti-Korchnoi rhetoric. Believe me, he was a very hated player. Alright, C takes B5, B6. Bisanov with a subscription. Thanks for that. Fuzzy Logic I forgot to put no London system this week. In the description, below, like the YouTube channel, it's in the description below. No London system. God damn it, Jerry. It's hot as balls in here. Not enough ventilation in this office. You hadn't ever seen b6 against the Banco. Come on now. In the 70s, you're talking about, right? Turn off some lights. We need the lights because otherwise it looks like I don't know. Why do we need the lights, actually? I'm a creature of habit. Try not to be too much of a creature of habit, I guess.
Well, yes.
I love my game with Merle. D4, knight c6, knight c3. You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. What is that now? Now what are we gonna do? The symmetrical. Transpose to Nimzovich, I guess. J-Max. Are you asking Acerbate theoretical questions? That's not his strong point. Opening theory. Probably Acerbate's weakest part of his game. He's good in practical play, and I think all aspects of the game he's improved. Probably the weakest phase of Acerbate's game is his opening theory, but I haven't really tried to push that on him, you know, because I don't think he has to focus, and I think that most players don't have to focus on opening theory till later. I think he's good to leave him alone. We're not going to make him memorize a lot of openings. He doesn't need to. Whew, man, it is hot in here. It's crazy. A3. I've had bad luck with this so far. A3 in the English 4 knights. Is it possible that it's like the hottest point of the day around 6 o'clock in the afternoon? You would think it would be earlier. Someone on sound found some sort of cruddy gambit to play. I'm being here's the ice pack. I'm being kind of mean today. Sorry. Probably hottest indoors later in the afternoon. Yeah, greenhouse effect. With the lights on, I was just laying down with the lights off before the stream for like 30 minutes, and it was really, I wasn't sweating at all. Nordic Gambit. This has a name? I'm going to have to bust out the wife beaters. I don't think that the normal t-shirts are going to float anymore. It's just too hot. It's too hot with this standard kind of t-shirt. You know when it gets really hot, I bust out the wife beaters. C3. Alright, what are we going to do here? Let's just play this, something different. Man, it's hot. I thought the beer would help. It's not really making things better. Arsenal's playing the advanced variation with C4. I can never remember what I'm supposed to do here. I don't think I ever really knew, honestly. The proper way to play this for black. There even is a proper way to play this. Don't touch my rooks, please. Knight d2, which is kind of a weird move. What do we make of that? I'm just gonna put the ice pack like under my shirt. It's so hot. It's like that's better. Feels better. All right, so Morales, we're gonna bust out the classic Gingy variation of the two knights or whatever. I've got something for you there, I guess. Got something for you there. This is the Gleck variation. Knight f3 is good. Reverse Caro-Kann. Troll alert. It's our second one already. Bob, fire torpedo number 2. Can you hear me in the torpedo room, Bob? Fire troll number 2. All right. Bishop f4. Man, this is like an 1800 style. The first queen pawn games ever played from like the 1830s all went like this. Classic symmetrical queen pawn game. If bishop f5, at least then like I can meet knight b5 with rook c8. I'm not big on bishop f5 though. E6 blocks in my bishop though. I may not have that many choices. Knight f6, knight b5, e5, pawn takes pawn, knight e4 like a gambit. Doesn't seem right. Maybe I just don't have that many options. I'm going to regret this. Queen's gambit declined. I almost feel like that's like a fake troll. Imitation. Imitation crab meat. All clear in torpedo 2. Maybe Brittany and Anders are having an affair together. They're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do we have a torpedo number 3? Is Mr. Coffee here? Well, I mean, there was a Breivik troll for a long time, but he's been like dead for a while now. It's sort of strange that he just suddenly came back at the same time that Brittany was here. Almost unlikely, statistically. That's why I think he's an imitation. Someone who knows all my major trolls. It's like farts, Bob. The one who smells it is responsible. You start laying the blame on others, you're probably the guilty one. Right? Don't listen to him masturbate. He blames everything. You're just his scapegoat. Bob's scapegoat. Everything he can think of. It's Asterbate that did it. I played the guy from Latvia, Rousis. Yeah, I mean, you don't become 2700 when you're in your 50s. You know, after being a lifetime 2500, it's like very naive to think he would have gotten away with that. I don't know. I don't know what the guy was thinking at all, actually. No, Bob, I'm accusing you of being like a fake, a cheap imitation. Like you're just You're not the real trolls. You're just kind of like bringing them back to life, like a wax museum. I just can't believe that Anders would show up out of the blue like that. He hasn't been here in ages. It's all for Mr. Coffee, for our new... It's all to train Mr. Coffee, right? Bob, it's just a drill. It's like the teacher who banged on the door of the elementary school. The janitor who dressed up and banged on the door at the elementary school as a drill. Of like a school shooting drill. Good idea. I won't traumatize anyone. It wasn't a teacher, it was the janitor. There was some story like that on the news last night. There was a scandal. They were doing school shooting drills. Or that's what it was supposed to be anyway. I don't know the full story, just caught bits and pieces of it. Maybe it was something local here in the Boston area. Not a international sensation news story. Okay, guys, I'm paying too much attention as usual to the chat, so we're gonna have to tone that down. I think you guys do it to me on purpose. All right, now e takes d5. This is getting dangerously close to one of Someone Unsound's normal openings. Now if I take on c3, I'm not even up a pawn. I best do something. Never. Hey, I met a guy who studied with Tal when he was a kid. There's a lot of them, probably. I mean, I don't know how much of them like concretely studied with him, but I'm sure that like a whole slew of the Estonian, Latvian crew, like Elvest, Shabalov, Shirov, Wojkiewicz, all those guys probably had exposure to Tal. Maybe Igor's Rousis. E6 would be a funky move here. It's funny that I want to do that. Almost makes sense in some kind of weird way. I'm getting really crazy with this move. Probably not enough pressure on the center. Just a Russian co-worker. Merle played A3. His name was Nefedov. No, he's from Ukraine. I'm going to lose a piece like I did against like Kopion now. Pawn takes d5. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d4. f5. Actually doesn't lose a piece. I'm going to stop reading the chat. It's just too distracting. The b6 is not the main line against the Benko, but for me it is. I hate accepting the Benko. What's up with this strange, sort of strange Leningrad with c6? If bishop a4 check, am I going to live to regret that? Good 40% is Nefedov's long lost brother. The Nefedov variation. Oh, how many times have I had to play this? What is this? Tarke Sax. How strong is Tarke? Better not be super strong player. Okay. Merle of Dixon. Wow, white played h4. I think that's what Zoltan Medved did in a tournament game that I saw. h4 is okay. It's totally reasonable. Not my personal favorite, but reasonable. e6. The hippo. I'm in a hippo mood. No, it's hungry hippo. I was going to say happy hippo. I always wanted to say the happy hippo. It was a game with the marbles. It was hungry hippo, right? Yeah, I'm starting to get creeped out by this game. A4, huh? Uh-oh. Last chance for that one. Now knight b8. Is that right now? I'm supposed to play a6. a6 doesn't seem right either. This variation with h5 was played by the reigning World Junior Champion. In addition to at least one other 2600. Oksudlu. There'll never be an a5 today. Be right back, guys. It's like a sauna in here. Did not have the windows fully opened. So almost no one's using any time, I've noticed. It's pretty amazing. Virtually no time usage. You actually know Nefedov. Oh. Yeah, no, I know him. I met him. Okay, g6, very well. Chess sauna. Bishop b4, not the best move here. If bishop d6, queen e2 check. Birds are having some fight amongst themselves. Great timing, birds. Asterbate, why did you think for 7 minutes on that move? What are you doing, man? Hungry Dog playing surprisingly. Good book recommendation. Did you see this on my stream or read it in a book or what? Even I couldn't remember that. I am not going to read the chat, guys. Too distracting. This player uses no time at all. Man. Scary gambit. I'm close to nature. Close to the nature here. Tried the ice pack. Opening the window. Okay, Astrobate. We'll transpose. Bishop to f5. These animals never make these noises unless I'm doing a stream. Literally, shut up. Alright. Guys, please don't play bullet chess in the 50, you know, or whatever, 3-hour simul. Fuzzy Logic and Lord Jesus? I didn't realize there was a connection. What makes you say that, Arsenal? See, unlike Lord Jesus, I have a perfect score against Fuzzy Logic. Lord Jesus was suspicious from the beginning. They always had like a ridiculous score against me. You better register that with Bob's department. Bob's is the conspiracy theory department. Well, actually, I am 10-2. But Lord Jesus was way better than that. You could, you know, it's not impossible that you could be on to something. Not impossible. Well, I'm a little bit worried about this one. ¿Por qué? Wow. A lot of hedgehogs. I mean, hippos, whatever. Animals of various varieties. Very strange Dutch. They're from Parmenides. Donatello's game almost like a reverse to that other one. Whew, look at this. Man, it's hot in here. Check this guy out. Am I lost yet? It won't be long. This almost looks like a game I had with the long departed international master Langale Bela. He was castled though. Bishop g4. Knight c6. Bishop f3, 97 check. So I can't be doing that. This is a new opponent, right? They've used no time, and they're playing 1100 in bullet. Alright, let's be careful. It's a strong 1100. Knight e4. No, but I mean, I'm not really. I mean, those question marks are only in like classical. They have normal amounts of games in the blitz and rapid categories. But in general, you might be right there, Antonio. But there's definitely a tendency for a lot of players here to just play blitz. Like, why would you play every single move so fast? I see the connection to, I think I see the connection here with fuzzy logic. Arsenal fan may be right. Something very similar to Lord Jesus Christ. Definitely. Now I see it, man. Not your imagination. But the London system is quite a popular opening. This player is probably the most suspicious. Terrified for my life here. White will now routinely sacrifice 3 pieces and end my existence. You're going to get a couple players who cheat. They're like new opponents. They don't know any better. They think this is here. We're here to waste our time and stuff. It's sad, but usually you get 1 or 2 from amongst the new players. Usually like kids that don't know it. They haven't been taught morality or something. Minor things like that. You can't blame anyone for losing touch with morality in today's world. With the role models we have. Man, I'm getting hungry. That's bad. I mean, this guy, okay. You're 1100 in bullet, really, and you played like the first 15 moves in negative time. That's a little bit hard to believe, but whatever. It's pretty hard to be 1100. I mean, it's like you've got to be a total beginner to be 1100. You don't confidently reel off like 15 moves. You're like 1100 in bullet. Though maybe it's just his lack of mouse skill or something. Maybe he's not really an 1100. Knight A6. Yeah, but his other ratings weren't 1100. He's just 1100 in bullet. That could be because he's just using a track pad or whatever it's called. All right. Getting hungry. That's bad. It's early to get hungry. D4? Queen A5. Kind of a weird move. Oh, there's Fuchsia. It's very funny that you showed up, Fuchsia, because I was just thinking, why was I thinking about you? Just in this moment, I was thinking, where's Fuchsia? It must have been something to do with opening names, but I lost it. I lost the thought. I was also thinking about like what players are usually here that aren't here. You definitely came to mind. Welcome to the stream, guys and girls. Extremely hot. Whew, man. Rook E1. Slept all day, still tired. I love it. Fuchsia is like the human Garfield. Yeah, this feels like very likely this is a computer. I mean, this is just a preliminary. Let's say it's a preliminary idea. Maybe not. Looks possible. Just based on the time use and the style of play. Tarke. Most likely opponent to be a computer. Not necessarily, but it's early yet. We should have a contest, like who can guess who the computers are first. Uh-oh. Maybe there's no time for this B6 Fianchetto business. Against Lord Jesus. Backup account. Alright, we're not going to panic. Uh-oh. I guess the knight's coming to b4 there. Acerbate, we gotta get you. We gotta get you somehow. Maybe we're just gonna glue Acerbate's bishop down to c1 from now on. Every time he plays a game with white, Acerbate, you're not allowed to move your bishop to e3 in the first 15 moves of the game anymore. All right. That's going to be the new Astrobate challenge. Can you play 15 moves with white without putting the c1 bishop on e3? What do you guys think? Do you think he can do it? Bishop g4, a transposition? That's not right in this position. No, maybe it does make sense. Bishop g4, knight c6, bishop f3, knight e7. No, he just wins a pawn there. Why do I feel like I'm supposed to be able to play bishop g4? As if that's like a theoretical move. That's so strange. Knight c6. Bishop f3. Knight e7 check. Queen e7. Pawn takes f3. That's the point now. That's so weird. This looks like a game I already lost against someone unsound. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Alright, rook fe1. This is not a drill. I don't like Carl 5 anymore. With this d3. Man, this is gonna be kind of weird. 1500 question mark. Yeah, Jim. I shouldn't play those people with question marks next to their name. Well, that was Morales who said that? Or Jim? I can't remember now. That was Antonio, okay. Get all you European guys mixed up. Knight d2. Or knight g5. We all have question marks. Alright, now's the moment of truth. The queen sack. Is this a computer or is this a computer? What do you guys think? 1600 bullet, 1700 rapid, 1800 blitz. Wrecking me with tactics, which I saw, of course, but the question is this. Now if he busts me with the queen sack, I guess it's probably an engine. We would have had to have seen that in advance. Pawn takes c6, knight c2 check, king d1, knight a1. I guess I'm not sacking my rook here. There is e4, however. e4, knight e4, knight e4, knight c2 check, king d1. It's not quite working. How about rook a4? Maybe that's the best. Staying active. The full hippo. Man, Save Dog took forever on the last move. Maybe A6 is too slow. Still 24 boards active. I'm going to start calling someone on sound the statistician. That was a sandwich at the BU pub. Bishop F4. Knight D7, Knight B5. Curtains for my C pawn. Damn, dude, he's like merciless. It's amazing. Am I lost yet? That's a strange move, G6. I guess we ought to castle queenside, or at least think about it. I'm thinking. I'm passing. So what happened? King H8? Uh-oh. What was in the statistician? I don't remember. It was good, though. Maybe it had, like, corned beef. I do not remember. I wonder if it still exists. I don't even know if the BU pub still exists. Alright. Something with Russian dressing seems to spring to mind. Mr. Coffee's getting hungry. He's not the only one. As the focus switches to food. I ate a very small lunch today and a snack. So I'm a little bit feeling the pangs of hunger. How about this? Knight A5, double attack. How does one deal with both threats? By playing queen to D1, D3. So only queen D3? Nah, that's kind of gross, dude. Wow, corned beef and ketchup. I don't know about that. That's weird. Wow. I'm not a big corned beef fan. I don't know why that popped in my mind. I'm still not sure that's what the sandwich was about. Cornish beef. Like playing E5 here is ridiculous, isn't it? I could have done that years ago. Yeah, it's queen D3. Just a very strong rejoinder. Looks like my whole opening is sort of bankrupt. Just a bad hippo. Alright, whatever. I'll admit that I was wrong. It takes a big person to admit that you were wrong. Don't touch my rooks, just simply play too quickly. Mule Skinner, out of character. He got hippoed. Some hippos are more dangerous than others. Hippoized. Hypnotized?
Yes.
That was good. He was hypnotized. Alright, so touch my rooks just move too fast. There's a lot of that going on here, though. Be a little bit careful here. I'm not going to explain the joke to you guys. It's self-explanatory. So what do? We like turn this into a... Here we go again. 1100, 1100, 1100, 1600. Took Arsenal out. We're getting some blunders, though. Look at this. Mmm, yummy. Delicious. We had a very uncharacteristic blunder from Mule Skinner. He almost never hangs stuff. It is late for the players in Europe, to be fair. Too late for the players to be fair. Oh man, I'm hungry. This is not a joke anymore. Is that like engine? Final word? The final word of the engine. If this wins, I'll totally report this guy to lichess. I mean, it's like... Looks like 94 is the only legal move that doesn't lose by force. Here's 1,000 bullet game, 700 blitz. This has got to be winning for black. Very computery. It doesn't get much more computery than that, does it? There may be one other move. This is definitely a computer. 100%. Like 94 queen f3 looks like fatal. Threatening 92 check. Yes, there's multiple wins. I guess like 91 is my only move. I doubt this will hold very long against this engine. Usually I don't necessarily report the cheaters, but such a blatant cheater, I'm definitely going to report them. 94 just loses immediately. Other than that, it's forced. If you want to lose immediately, it's forced. My move just prolongs the agony a little bit longer. Because I'm a sort of masochist. But Arsenal fan is right in principle. What we gonna do next? I've got coffee. That's great. I need some ice for my coffee. All right. Not really sure what my plan is here. Probably they recently subscribed, which is cool. I'd love to keep my king in the center there, but can't really do it now. Queen c7 takes on e6. We win a pawn. c5, knight f5, take, knight c6. Morales is the only person I know that can turn e4, e5 into the Caro-Kann advanced variation. I mean, I guess I could play like queen d7 here. Last minute change of plans. Obviously an engine. It's just disgusting. This player will be reported. Clear cheater. I was never more confident about a game than that. That's old school. No attempt to hide it. Not very finessed cheating, I would say. It's sad they get a chance to play a stronger player and instead they just use the computer to cheat. And everybody can see. Your new date is a brain surgeon. Man, maybe she can help you out. That's insane, dude. I think my buttons are getting
Yes.
kind of... The humidity is affecting the yes and no buttons.
Yes!
Just give you a discount. Alright. All kidding aside, folks. We lost to our first engine. The delayed e5 against Jim. The hippo didn't work here. Space advantage for black on the queen side now. Quite scary position against Carl's Jr. too. Can I move my queen out without getting annihilated by some sort of exchange sack on d7? Now, if white's using an engine here, I'm definitely getting getting queen d7, right? Like queen a5, rook d7, that's engine. Queen a5, rook d7, king d7, queen f7. That's why I'm playing this passive move, just to guard against possible crushing blows. There's really no plan left but e5. Money's always nice. Send money in lieu of cards. Bob died, and that's his mom joking about, you know, his next date. There will never be another date for Bob, sadly, because his VD, it finally was too much. Alright, we're doing our Moksudlu imitation here. Can we pull this off? Look at that, knight f3. Spicy move. Accurate to the last. Acerbate. Alright. Anti-positional. You're not allowed to play bishop e3 anymore. And I might even forbid you to put pawns on dark squares anymore. No, I'm just kidding, man. Alright, b4. Interesting. It doesn't look right, though. You're leaving your king in the center too long here. It just looks like you're leaving your king in the center too long here, man. Knight e4. Knight d5, e6. That doesn't work. God damn it, Jerry. And then it goes back to f4. What am I going to do? Knight e4, knight d5. Zibit64. Yeah, he used to play on ICC too, years ago. I never really knew him. Strong FIDE master from Iceland. Knight e4, knight d5, e6. Knight f4, e5. Pawn takes e5, knight takes e5. Sack a pawn. Sakaponda. Bob Sakaponda. Let's try this just for fun. I know it's not sound. Unsoundly sacking a pawn against Acerbate. It wasn't a cheater. My god, I must be completely paranoid. Knight c2, so I resigned in an equal position. Yeah, but if you combine his time use with his rating and the style of play, you're going to tell me that you think that's completely a legitimate game. Carl 5, thanks for the donation, 200 bits. I mean, I've been wrong before. I was really sure about that one. But it's not a line. It's like, dude, give me a break, Fuchsia. Who plays A3 in the Four Knights English? How many times does like a 1600 player play against 4A3 in the Four Knights English? It's like an obscure move. At that level, nobody has games like that. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. Weird. I was pretty sure. I guess we'll hold off on reporting him for being a cheater. That's why we make sure before we do that kind of thing. 92. False alarm then. Man, I mean, his style and his play. Okay. Concentration's starting to go now. Carl, no, are you cheating? It's so hot in here. I thought one of the other games was cheating, but I'm being told that it looks like not. Our sources say no. It's like that, the black 8-ball. You guys have one of those? Anybody have one of those? You can ask it questions. Ramator says, I can't believe this few people only watch your channel. I can't believe it either. But most people are into, you know, fake news and quick fix, you know, cheap entertainment. Thank you, Ramator. Yeah, Chess Network was an old fan of mine. He actually gave me credit for inspiring him to some degree. Used to listen to my commentary years ago on ICC. Okay. Anyways, what happened here? Structure. Time's getting kind of low. I got massacred in one game, or didn't get massacred, but thought I was so paranoid that I was playing computer I just resigned. It's not the first time that's happened though. I've been known to be a little bit paranoid. Not enough sleep. Dragon B. Need more sleep. Arsenal fan. Arsenal, maybe you should play D4, dude. Do you play D4 sometimes? Too much lipstick? I have too much lipstick, Bomb? I'm gonna bust out the wife beater next stream. Show my dad bod. The dad bod's not ready for the reveal yet for this year. Well, the game you're playing here, Arsenal fan, is very reminiscent of a Slav, actually. If you like this type of position, you'd probably like playing the white side of the Slav. But I think you'd be versatile and capable of playing both. So I really gambled against Acerbate. It's going to be a kind of a fun position to play, though. That's why I played it. It just looked interesting. I couldn't resist. The game with Merle Dixon is very, very similar to that white side of, what's his name? The other dog. Hungary dog. Structure is like identical, right? The secret against Morales is to trade queens. This game against Jonathan Maxwell What opening was that? It feels like a Nimzo now. So I apologize if I falsely accused one of the opponents of being a computer, but I mean, he's like a 1600 who annihilated me, or felt like he was annihilating me tactically. If I wrongly accuse someone, I fully live up to apologizing. Carl V trying to kill me. What's his rating? 1598, 1600. No, I don't think you're a computer yet, Carl, until you beat me. Then you're a computer. Man, alright, we played once before. I don't remember, it was a while back. You're only a computer if you beat me. C5, knight takes d5. Morales is a bad boy. He's trying to set up what is essentially like the blockade of the c5 square, it looks like. Morales is a bad hombre. He's not even from Mexico, and he's a bad hombre. Knight c3. Interesting. With ideas of this, like this, everything controlling this square. c5, knight d5. I need to play c5 sooner rather than later. How about rook d8? Can we pull this off? Rook d8 is great. I know all about Roman's little schemes. I never played that line, but I was around when he was promoting it in his videos and stuff. Of course, it's an opening from way before Gingy ever made VHS chess educational videos on it. Save a Dog played a3. That's a good thing to see. I was a little bit nervous he had something going on here. But probably not a big deal. Watch out for discovered threats against Hungary Dog. I don't think bishop g4 is necessarily a good square for that piece, actually. So I seriously resigned in that game where he played knight c2 and I was okay. I was convinced it was a computer. Based on his rating, his speed of play, and the fact that I didn't see a defense, I was like, okay, well, that was a computer. We'll check after the game. I believe you guys. Very confident play by white, black, whatever. Somewhat unsound. Infinite Flash Chess, you're fired. Your modness is gonna be revoked. He's like, that's funny, Bob. Gotta give Bob credit. He's a thoughtful troll. Okay, so now we try to look for some weaknesses in the enemy position. Where are they? Okay, Astrobate, so my thought process here was something like white's underdeveloped, but I was basically banking on e5 now. We're going to go for it. Dragon BC, thank you, sir. Did you give up? I could have played bishop g4 against Astrobate there, except it was illegal. Other than the fact that it was illegal, it would have been a good move. But that's the main reason why I didn't play it, the illegality of the move. Can you imagine if Donald Trump was like a chess player? He would cheat. He would like take back moves. When you weren't looking, you would like move the pieces and stuff. What was it? Yesterday my son was cheating in horseshoes. When I wasn't looking, he would like move his horseshoe closer to the stake. No time to join the Simul, guys. It's one chance only. Unfortunately, you only get one chance in these Simuls. Can't give... Ooh, Morales played King F1. He's playing like me. Is it a massive cheesy noob would give you a take back for that move? Poor old cheesy noob. Hey, Rookie 8. Bisonov. Call him Bisonov. I think I might have pulled the knight off there a little too early. Well, I have a friend who's a surgeon, but he's not a brain surgeon. But he's pretty freaking crazy. It's a high-stress job, you know? Being any kind of surgeon, I would think, would make it much more likely to get some kind of mental illness due to the stress alone. All right. Tree surgeons, yeah, they just scam old people out of money. Easy job. I mean, nothing, not to take away from legitimate tree surgeons. I don't mean to, you know, hurt the industry. All right, Astrobate. I figure here at this point you've played A3, B4, Bishop E3. You have basically no development with your king still in the center, and I've sacked the pawn to open lines. I'm ready to play chess, sir. Let's do it. James is looking for the B5 square, willing to sacrifice his structure to do it. Alright, I'm going to have to just shut up and start playing quickly because we're running low on the time. Queen E7 is annoying. Keeping an eye on my E3 pawn. Should we go for it here? Could regret this. I could live to regret this. Jim did what he had to do. Totally changing the complexion of the situation. Man, this is pretty locked up now. B5 loses a pawn, but gains the dark squares. You think James' position is suspicious, eh? She bit her dog, eh? Merle is just evil. Pure evil. Man, Bob just spent all of his time trolling instead of concentrating on his game. Uh-oh, tie move. I was scared of b5, actually. But instead they're playing for the quick mate on h2. Plus those sacrifices need to disappear. Did I just play knight d3 and I'm going to move my knight back to e5? What was my plan with the move in the first place? b6 Parmenides, sort of a tough customer. Knight back to b6. Terrible square. Terrible judge. That whole district. I get a bad ruling every time. I don't know, I'm just trolling. Alright. Aspey needs the chess therapist. He has one, but he doesn't listen to them. That's the problem. Something artificial about bishop c3. Shock therapy. That'd be a good it'd be a good name. There's a store in Provincetown called Shop Therapy. We could have shock therapy. a4, bishop takes a4, knight takes c3. I want to play c5 so bad. But he takes on d5. So what am I? I'm like at a standstill now. Both sides are at a sort of mutual standstill. Peer pressure from Antonio. Rook a3 may not be that big a deal. I can read James's mind. Why was I wanting to take with the pawn here? To increase my preponderance of pawns near my king. Nimzovich in the house. Okay, so I thought I had a move here, but apparently not. Could be a major problem. How about bishop f5? Good old bishop f5. Rook c1. a5. a5, knight a4. Okay, I don't like the way this has gone down. Let's just wake up and play chess. Statistician. Obviously chose the wrong career there. Someone on sound. Should have been like an actuary or something. They make good money. 95. Back to e5. Bad exchange by Hungary Dog, I think, strategically, of the white scored bishop. Bob knows an actuary quit to become. It's hard though. You know how hard it is to like pass the math test to be like an actuary in the first place? It's really, really tough. Have you done that Infinite Flash Chess? No. You're not even in college yet. Alright. Knight A4. Yeah, I had a roommate who was studying to be an actuary. It was pretty daunting just hearing him talk about it. I'm probably going to have to sack a pawn here. I don't know. Sacagawea. Well, why sack a pawn? I guess we don't have to. Donatello very tough. Hedgehogs, hippos. Has to be, where's the mate? Look, no tactics. Come on. There's got to be a way to kill him here. Where is it? Knight C3. What day is it? Rook D1 check. It's so close to death for Asterbate now, but I don't see a way to finish him off. Just play check for the sake of checking. Always the best policy. Let's do it, Bob. May have underestimated knight f5. That's a little scary. A little scary. I hung my bishop on f5. What? Oh no. I better not have. Did I do that? Damn it. I hung my bishop on f5. Are you serious? I take with a pawn here? It's kind of a weird capture. Mr. Bob. How did I hang a bishop on f5? What did I do? Did I just like forget you made a capture? Or just left it there? I just ignored the threat and you took? That was all bishop you took on f5. Oh my god. What did you do? You did knight g3 and I just ignored it? Jeez. It's embarrassing. Shit happens. What am I doing on the A file anyway? Now Merle's really getting annoying. Oh man. Implanted knight. Knight implants. Though we could both have implanted pawn and implanted knight. Will my knight compensate for his pawn? Becomes the question. Looks like I dropped a piece against Arsenal, adding to his plethora of wins. Rook G1 from Jim. Wow. Wait a minute now. How can we finish off Asterbate? Bishop takes pawn. Not exactly a crusher. Shadow Sith Lord. Bob's turning into Nimzovich himself now. Statistics was the only math I really liked, to be honest. Everything else I just dropped. I'm gonna drop something else. I'm good at dropping things. Take, bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, drop. Dropping something else here, but I'm getting outplayed really badly by this guy. I just lost a piece against Arsenal. I guess I'll just resign this. It was an oversight. Thanks, man. Sorry. Sorry. Now what? Good 40%. I don't know what that refers to. 40%er. Yeah, he's like a strong positional player. Kind of a minimalist. Man, I have a very bad feeling about this. I feel like I'm down material. A5. Guess we go for it. I don't know. Bob sees all. Actually, Bob, bishop b5 was an interesting move. is actually dangerous for me. Quite dangerous. Can't believe I dropped a rook against Arsenal. I mean, a bishop. I don't even know what piece it is. It's embarrassing. B5. One should at least know what piece they're dropping. Always trade queens against Sladgie, right? Isn't that what they say? Rook takes g6, queen takes e3 check, king h1. Is there some sort of trap here? Nice to know our opponents are human. So there goes that pawn, if I'm not careful. Maybe I should just trade rooks and play bishop c3. Nothing fuzzy about fuzzy logic's logic. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. I'm about to do it again. It's like anytime I put a piece on f4 or f5, I just don't see it's like threatened. What's up with that? Almost hung another one. Unbelievable. Dream bishops. It's all how you look at it. Just a couple blunders today. Well, one annihilation and one blunder so far. And 5 wins. Dare you? You have no white square bishop. It's not right. It's not natural. f5 is met by h5. Reminds me of a floor game. Tripled pawns? Carl Jr. What happened against Parmenides? I thought this exchange was okay for me. Wow, he did b4. The man who hath no fear. That's just wrong. Oh, I just impaled myself. Good. Another blunder. Great. It's all good. It's kind of a wimpy move against Astrobate. So we made a second blunder. I need to play more off stream. No, I can't do like 4 or 5 hour simuls, Wazero. I mean, it gets a little bit limiting, you know. I mean, like life and stuff. I'd love to play like a 12-hour simul, but it's there's some limitations to what I can do here. Doing the best we can. The center. Knight c5? No. Yeah, let's just play this. We'll keep it complicated. I thought this ending was good for me, but I might be wrong. Been known to be wrong. A lot. Queen e2 is kind of a weird move. Why did he do that? Having all sorts of blunders pop into my head. Donatello seems really strong, by the way. He's not the only one. Mr. Bob's super solid. Go for it here. The craziness. I don't know what's going on here. Can't evaluate that. What just happened? Wow, a weird move. Queen e5, queen c4. Queen b8. That's crazy, dude. What if I just take on b4? He takes on c4. I don't understand. Did Merle Dixon just fall victim to fancy play syndrome? Knight takes c4, d takes c4. Oh no. Rusty Hammers, this is your last warning. We will not discuss this on my stream. Are you that guy? No discussing this topic in particular. I don't mind discussing Mark Esterman. But I'd rather not focus on another streamer. I don't mind discussing him, but I don't want to feed the trolls. So we're not going to do that. Anyway, interesting timing for that. Let's try to get the king to the center. Okay, moderators, be on alert. This was another blunder. Damn it. Oh, it's my second horrifying blunder. Such stupid blunders today. Just dropping pieces on prees. Man. Right, he's my friend, right? Chess Love? That's his name? Good friend of mine. Absolutely. An old buddy. We go back, way back. No worry, he's got like 1,000 accounts. Maybe it was a different one. No, I mean, there could be someone legitimate, but if they're talking about me on Servant Stream, it's probably this guy. All right. He goes there to trash talk me. So what did I miss here? Merle never miscalculates. Well, almost never. Do I have any kind of stupid tactical tricks? I have no compensation for this exchange I dropped, but at least there's some practical hope in that position. Maybe this is the best move. All right, I'm willing to offer draws in equal positions if I get in time pressure. You're not obligated to accept, obviously, unless I say so. It's the Energizer Bunny here. Scary. If you're gonna drop an exchange, it's probably not like the best thing to drop, rather than like a full piece or something like that. The end game. Masters of the end game. He declined my draw. Interesting. That's a very strong move. Is en passant allowed? A3, tremendous. Great to see that. Wow. How strong is Donatello? Uh-oh. Best be careful here. What? 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 It's like that car commercial, that commercial for that stupid rook e7, rook d6, bishop h3, bishop d7. Stupid. You guys know what commercial I'm talking about if you live in the United States. Probably. I'm a car thief. I'm gonna lose on time. What happened now is anybody's guess. How come nobody else has time pressure except for me? Is that normal? For real? Okay, Save a Dog does. That's crazy. You gotta do something crazy. Jim has plenty of time. Not always. Wow. Ooh, don't want to give him any squares, but he doesn't have a square. 1100. Ooh, maybe we should take the other win. No, this is good. Fuzzy Logic has 15 minutes left. I think it probably is, Lord Jesus Christ. And this player is going to beat me too. 1100 again. 2 pawns down. Rook d3. Wow. Why do you guys all have like 15 minutes left and stuff? That's kind of excessive. Oh no. B4, of course. Look at this guy. Genius. My God, man. I love these guys with 15 minutes left. Mrs. Zamora, you mean Mr. Zamora. I don't know any Mrs. Zamora, sorry. I know Mr. Zamora. A couple of them. You must have me confused. Oh, my rook's hanging now. Right. Hungry dog, no other relation to other dogs. What is this, like win by force? Oh no, I have to take. I like how it wins by force. No, I have to take it. Masturbate, you have defense to everything. Masturbate's hanging on. Now we have opposite bishops here. Alright. It's so rare I actually get a decent position against Merle. It's like, I gotta milk it. Damn. Yo. I don't know about the guy's 1100 rating. What do you think, Arsenal fan? Is that legit? Not really believable? He defended himself so hard the first time he beat me. Made me feel bad. Man, Morales is really putting the screws to me here. That means the time. Is my bishop trapped? And Masturbate is hanging tough today. This wasn't really planned out too well. This last move. You guys with the time. What? He just hung a rook? I just hung a rook. Okay. Now I understand. Why don't you guys take your time a little bit? Maybe think about your moves a bit. Fuzzy Logic has 15 minutes. Just blundered. I don't believe how fast they can play. It's just crazy. Alright, man. I just blew my position against Merle. I should have exchanged on h3, but I forgot. Even he's not even taking a draw now. Thinks he's better. I'm gonna have to claim a draw there, but I'm slightly better. Time pressure. Rearing its ugly head. Yeah, well, Merle's not the only one. It seems like almost every player has 15 minutes left. Like they had to use no time. It's amazing. Some of the strongest players have to use the most time, which is interesting. That always seems to be the case. Strange how that works. My knight is just ill. God. Just gonna lose a pawn. It was a blunder. Blundered there. Slightly. Masturbate's an endgame land. Have to blunder my game. I think Fuzzy Logic probably is. An alt account. Does look that way. Interactive chess went live. Okay. Dude, it's time to resign there. Man, I almost have something here. Wow. This ought to be something. Look at that move he finds with no time left. Did I drop something? Pawn? Carl? Whoa. What a move. Fuzzy Logic with 15 minutes left. Like a GM. Man, it's disgusting the way that guy wants to try to win on time. Like that's the point of chess or something. $1,100 bullet player, right? Is that what it says? Finally. We got something. Not sure what to do here. It's so arrogant, like, offer a draw. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not going to play Fudgy Logic anymore. That's disturbing. Morales is like God. At least he has some time problems. It's enough of Fudgy Logic. That'll be the last game. All right. Offer me a draw. It's like disgustingly arrogant. Like worse the whole game. Look at this move. How does that work? He has this? Oh my gosh, what do I do? Nice king position, Asterbait. Now what? Bishop d4 check. Doesn't work. What do I do? You can check again. Morales is like a ridiculous genius, dude. God, man. He should be a GM. God. It's crazy. Asterbait going for his first draw. Game 100. compliment you. See, blunder trick. You know all my tricks. Falsely raise your confidence. Trick. Save dog is crazy. What? What? Knight G3 was just played? Sorry? Are you serious? Plays that move with seconds left. Masturbate. You shouldn't touch those pawns there, but I guess it's probably lost no matter what. No draws for Masturbate 100 games with no draws. Now what is this, a forced mate or something? Seconds left. Found it. Fanatic Chess, thanks for hosting. Man, I've got 2 losses, 11 wins, 6 draws so far. This should be a win. Oh my god. This is such a brilliancy, this game. From beginning to end. No, he played like a grandmaster. I mean, strategically, execution-wise, the whole thing was grandmaster strength. Yeah, I'm lucky to even draw here. So I can walk out. King f7, queen d5 check, king g6. 7. Queen d5 check, king g6. I don't really have any threats though. Rook e8, bishop d4. Is that mate? Is there a mate? It's hard to believe. So I've only got 3 left. Lots of draws. It's a standard result. 12 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses. Very scary. This guy. No, I think it was a safe resignation. I made maybe one bad resignation today. Against Arsenal fan, up a clear piece. That's definitely a mistake. Well, Sarah, I didn't realize that was you. Yeah, I think you were lost before, but I was lucky I didn't lose. I played like a GM. Asterby, thank you. In a few games I did, maybe. Not consistently, however. So what's up here? I feel like we can play F3. There ought to be a way to make progress. Oh yeah, we just walk in. Come on in. Join the party. We're going to win this. I'll be like Michael Road adjudicating his own Simul. This is a win, this is a win, this is a win, this is a draw, this is a win, this is a win. Save dog. Dude, I mean, your time use is just amazing. Did I like pick the only blunder on the board there? Michael Road came to my chess club in New Jersey in the 80s, in the late 80s. One of my chess clubs where I went to, and he, kind of arrogant guy. He just got kind of tired at some point, and he didn't want to continue late, so he should have known how long the Simul would take. I mean, so I picked like the only move that doesn't win here, or at least is really, really problematic. Nice job, me. So, save a dog. Not surprisingly, we'll save this game. So he just started like, I'm going to adjudicate my own Simul. I was like, I never heard of anyone doing something like that in my life. It's like absurd. You get paid to do a Simul and you don't finish it. You just start adjudicating games. It's like, it was a ridiculous joke. So d4, we go for it. The power pawn. Talk about squeaking by. Good game, Carl. Save a dog. Perplexed at this point. The king to the position of power. Well, like real adjudicated games, you have to finish later, but he's like just making this up. There are no such thing as adjudicated Simul games. Everyone hated him from that moment onward at that chess club. Like 50 people. Good for your reputation. Okay. Rook a3. Your tablet died, but you're still alive. Parmenides and Save a Dog. 2 endgame, very close endgames. The miracle of life. Let me guess. This is like the best move. d3. How can he just consistently keep hanging on? Never loses on time. You still think it's a lost position. He's not even down any material. I'm not sure why he should necessarily be lost. I'm really not sure he should necessarily be lost here. He's no longer down a pawn. His king isn't that bad. His pieces are reasonably active. I don't know. My king isn't that much more active than his. Very skeptical. D3, like, he wins a piece if I play that with rook a6 check. It's like... Man, looks like we might actually pull out a win here. Still, I'm not sure if I can do it. Oh yeah, that just forces king c7. This might take a while, actually. Get my bishop to like a2. King f6. Or just king f6, bishop e8. Yes, best move. Just keeps making the best moves. And always with just enough time left. He has 20%, almost 20% score against me for a 1700, which is extremely high. He's 1500 in blitz. I'm stunned against him every time at his skill. For his rating, it's outrageous. I screwed this up. Parmenides just collapsed. I think he was lost, probably. Still not that easy, but he was lost. The other game I managed to screw up, though. I think I was winning in this game. Parmenides resigned, but the last game I think I was winning, but he's just so tough. And every time, 32 seconds again. He always finds the move right before he loses on time. He's like the best increment player I've ever seen. This has been like this for the last like 30 games against the guy. He always is right down to the last 2 seconds and makes his move. Just unbelievable. I don't think this is winning for me. I think it was before. By the way, Dragon BC, thanks for the donation. Merle Dixon, Jim, Carl, Fishrack Hal, Warnaki, and Rufus Doofus. No, I mean, every single Simul, it's the same thing. He just systematically holds and holds and holds. Now he's like even winning in some positions if I'm not careful. Wasser, subscribe to tier 1. So we've got 2 or 3 new subs today. 2 new ones and some returning subs. Everybody thank Mr. Coffee for being a moderator as well. Thank you, Wasero. This should be a draw, I guess. I mean, there's still a little bit of play left, but I just hung a pawn. Just unbelievable. I mean, this is a winning position. I literally... Here. I mean, he played like the most stubborn defense possible. Rook e2. And I'm winning now. But it's still hard to make progress. It would take good technique. And I just blundered. Now this move, I I did not anticipate. It's probably fine for him. Bishop f4, rook g6 check, king d7. I lose that position. He's always on 32 seconds exactly when he makes his move. Do I think Save-A-Dog's cheating? Well, it doesn't appear to be a cheat. It doesn't appear that he's cheating, but his score is just really tough. I mean, and you can't even actually judge it by the games. He's just way too strong for his rating. I can't really accuse him of cheating, but I mean, to be 1500 in Blitz and play at the level he does against me it's like more like 1900. It's 1775 here, okay. So he's more like 2000 basically. But this solidity of his defense, almost every stream, it's like the last game going, and he's like, with the 2 seconds makes the time control, with 2 seconds makes the time control, with 2 seconds makes his move. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I'm really worse, am I? Maybe I am. I mean, almost nobody at that rating can play so well with an increment situation. I don't know how somebody who's like 1500 in Blitz can play this well with increment, you know, defense. He's brutal. So, I mean, it's just insane. I don't think there's any way I can even consider playing for a win. Maybe this move. Take on f4. Push my pawn. Take on f4, play rook d6. But this is like last chance in my life. But I'm putting my king on a worse square now. I mean, the thing that's disturbing is how low his Blitz rating is. He's like 1511 in Blitz. Nobody who's like 1511 in Blitz could consistently defend the way he does with the increment. I mean, a lot of people say they're better online. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, there's the possibility that maybe he played a million Blitz games when he first joined, and now he plays just longer games or something like that. Now I could even lose if I'm not careful. I'm basically playing for a loss. But I didn't calculate this correctly. Let's see. King f4, rook d6, e5, rook d5, king d3, d3, king takes d5, d2. Is that right? Is that the best line? e5, rook d5. It's a draw, probably, in all lines. I did not expect that move. That was a strange move. That was like a very quick move, which is uncharacteristic of him. He never plays a move quick like that. Usually he like paces himself down to a very low amount of time. But rook g7 was played like instantly, which is strange. So now I have d3. Maybe he has e5 here. e5, d3, takes d2. Rook A7, D3. Rook A1, D2, Rook D1, King E7. Probably some drawn king and pawn in game, I imagine. He better not lose on time. I'd be disappointed at this point. I want to see this played out. He has to go back with the rook all the way. Well, now he has E5, D2, same line. So he has to play Rook H1, D2, Rook D1. I mean, I guess I could hold off on D2, but I don't see the point, really. King E7, E5, Rook D4 check. That's probably a draw. So we got to force him back. Oh, now I'm worse. King E6, take, take, take. I'm losing. Yeah, I blundered. So he's actually going to beat me now, or try to beat me. Funny position. Of course I saw I was going to lose the pawn. It's simply a hallucination. I thought my king was like one square closer. It's a draw probably, but now like a torturous draw for me. Maybe not even. But I mean, what am I fighting for a draw there? I thought I was better. Rook H1, D2, Rook D1, King E7, King E3. So King E7's a blunder. I have to play Rook D3, E5. Well, I don't have a computer sitting in front of me, guys. So it was like Rook D3, E5, King F7, King E4. It's not very appealing. I thought I was slightly better, and in fact, I'm clearly worse. Wait, this is the position? Yeah. I guess it's a draw, but it's like an unpleasant draw. I have to be careful not to trade rooks here. Trading rooks is lost. Yeah, I mean, no, something's not right about his ratings. I mean, it's just ridiculous, this. Well, Rook D3, I thought I was better, though. You know, obviously, I just hallucinated that my king was... I was walking up and taking one of his pawns. Maybe both. It was the mirage of the desert. It should be a draw, but now I have to defend. But yeah, I mean, he's ridiculous. There is no way this guy is 1500 in blitz. To even have that score of 10 out of 55 or something is outrageous for someone who's 1700 on lichess. Astrobate like 1500. He has 0 out of, well, sorry, 3, excuse me, Astrobate. You have 3 out of 100. 0 draws, that is. Astrobate has 3 out of 100. At this rate, Save a Dog will have like 20 out of 100. Astrobate's a little bit lower rated though, but still, to have like 20% against a title player is you probably need to be around low 2000s, I think, objectively. Now let's see, rook f6. That's not a problem. This actually, I mean, it looks like this move is a mistake. Rook f2. Now I'm just clearly fine. Rook f2 is one of his first bad moves for the last like 40 moves. He's got to have something better than that, no? Rook b2, right? Get some distance with the rook. Rook f2 is question mark, blunder. Now it's like totally drawn. Still, he's sort of annoying me. Check, rook d3, take, king f4, king d4, king g5. I could lose if I'm not careful. I have to calculate that. Check, take, king f4, king d4, king g5, e5, king f5, king d5, g5, e6, g4, e7, g3, e8 resigns. So I lose the king and pawn game here as well. So we can't be having that. So I just need to get maximum checking distance to harass him, I guess. I thought again the trade of rooks was probably a loss. Take, rook a3, rook d3, take, king f4, king d4, king g5, king e5. But he's in front of his pawn. Maybe you're right. Am I promoting? Did I look at the wrong line? Take, king f4, king d4, king g5. No, I said e5. e5. If king f5, I lose. E5 looks strong. So now it's just a draw. That was close. Still, like, there's more traps. Rook takes pawn, loses the rook. That's handy. Still not an easy. Still there's traps. Man. Toughest 1700 I know. Okay, guys, 14 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses. That was a long one. Yeah, usually, yeah, we're about 3 hours. Thanks, everybody, for playing and sticking through the whole thing. Looks like we didn't have anybody, like, quit the games and stuff, which is good. Yeah, we did. Bartulian. There's always somebody. Bartulian just gave up after 5 moves. Actually, it looks like it's my move there. Wait a minute. Oh, he resigned after 5 moves. We'll just hope like an emergency came up, Bartulian. You never play Blitz sober. Okay, that explains your 1500 rating. I guess so, man. Damn. Anyway, nice defense as always. I was probably eking out a win if I don't drop my e-pawn there. Thanks everybody for playing. We had 14 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses. I got massacred. First I thought Tarke was a computer, but it was reported to me that bystanders think not. I had 64 cent upon loss. He had 62 cent upon loss. Wow. So I was actually winning after e3. He's a good bluffer. So this is like, I have another move here. Castles. This never occurred to me. I mean, I thought I'm losing a queen, you know? But I have queen e1. Very frustrating. Anyway, guys. Jim, thank you for the donation. We will be back Monday, tomorrow, 5:30 in the evening with Blitz and Rapid Chess. Thanks everybody for playing, and thanks to Mr. Coffee for being a moderator here. Mr. Coffee, it's a huge help to have somebody like that, you know, reliable, someone on sound. Again, Jim donated another 200 bits. Jim's up to 1,300 for the week. Dragon BC with 1,000. Merle Dixon with 531. You guys can always make a donation via PayPal or the Panda GIF on Twitch for the streaming donation. Thanks everybody. And again, it's really tough, but I get a little grumpy sometimes. Move 11, good to see you. Thanks for the donation, 100 bits. It's a struggle to play these 25 games in the time frame. Fuchsia, thank you. Thanks to everybody. We'll be back on Monday with Blitz and Rapid Chess. Take care and bye from the Panda. Goodbye. You're not the real Panda, I told you. Don't try to take his job. Sorry guys. See you later.